false, and you guys will argue about it in the chat. But ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping into it. Game number 4. One thing I can guarantee you is that we're going to be spawning up here in the top right-hand corner of the map on top of the green Terran player. Was able to take that last game. Is the momentum still in his favor? Give it up for Team Gravity, Semper.
Looking really good in that last game, but will need to take the next 2 down if he wants to win. But his opponent in the bottom left looking to deny that. It is from the team on fire, the red Protoss, Neeb. Is going for that gate gas. No surprise there, probably going to be throwing down the Nexus before Cybercore, as he's been doing once again throughout this, all of his PBTs, I think.
Yeah, you know what I just realized? That last game was the second map that Semper has taken off of Neeb.
Wow.
In a tournament series.
He just doubled his efficiency.
He doubled his efficiency. If that's no momentum, 100% increase in the win rate versus a player, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's a really good point. We do
Too
see
bad
some
the players aren't probably thinking about that.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, that could be something that Semper is thinking about.
Yeah.
Just getting that first win on the board in a best of 5 is...
it feels possible all of a sudden.
Yes, yeah, it doesn't feel so insurmountable as it probably did going into that Game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. But as you were saying, we do have, Command Center being thrown down.
Oh.
And we do have... I guess Probe going to be able to escape on out of there, just barely, the nick of time. But no gases taken initially early on for Semper. And, of course, Neeb does scout that out with that Probe that did make it out of there alive. And he's going to know, guess what, I can play a little bit greedier.
Yeah, it was a nice little move from Semper going for that supply depot lift. Almost ended up killing the Probe, but was just 1 shot short. And we do see, as you say, that double gas from Semper, and Neeb's not going to see that.
Yeah, sort of interesting that Neeb is still chrono boosting out that Adept, despite knowing that he's not going to be up against a Reaper opening. So I'm wondering if maybe he just wants to use those to pressure across the map. This is, again, one of those maps where that's the in-base natural expansion. It's a little bit harder to use those Adepts effectively against a Terran player that just walls in, but maybe he's feeling like he can move across the map fast enough and maybe even do some damage to the reactors that oftentimes come down.
Yeah, we do see that, once again, that Stargate opening coming out from Neeb. Feeling very comfortable with both Stargate and Robo, but the last couple games he's been going Stargate. We did see from Twitch chat, Oberoth, if Neeb wins, this player, or this individual will get a tattoo of Neeb's face on his body.
Wow.
And Twitch chat will decide where.
Wow, that is a bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it pays off for him.
I almost kind of hope for his sake that does not happen. that is a scary moment. I would never put my life in the fate of Twitch chat.
Yeah, well, if I had a vote in this, I would do what you should always do in Hearthstone, which is go for the face.
I think there are more dangerous places that could go than the face.
Yeah, but how funny would that be to have someone's face tattooed on your face?
That'd be pretty meta.
Yeah, very, very meta. Well put.
But we do end up seeing the Adept that made its way across the map, trying to see what damage it could get done. Not able to make a whole lot of damage actually happen. Does end up seeing the barracks and supply depots and everything, but ends up backing out almost immediately afterwards. And scan comes down from Semper, seeing the Stargate.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Going to see the second Oracle, so may not know the speed, but I'm going to guess...
Cyclone's going to pop out in the perfect location, I think, to snipe off this Oracle. There's no escape for it. Is it going to be able to get it? One more hit. Boom, there it goes.
That is a big deal. I don't even think it turned on its Pulsar cannon, let alone did any damage there.
No, it basically got a scout off on the base and then said, all right, well, I did my job. See ya. Good luck, Neeb. I'm heading out.
And Neeb, yeah.
He was like, I need to get another Oracle. I need to put it in the job description. Must kill at least 3 workers.
Must at least turn on weapon.
Yeah. But that Oracle not going to be too much more successful. It does manage to survive at least. But that safety Cyclone, the safety Cyclone is so powerful.
Yeah, it is being the MVP. We do see a nice little wall-in from Semper, going to be able to block Adepts from running between the natural and main. I love that. This
has become a bit more standard, and I'm not going to say as a salty Protoss player anything, but I will say that, maybe Terran players just got a little bit better. They learned to stop complaining about Adepts. That's the only salt I'll give out. Promise.
Well, clearly that's yeah. Not that adept nerf that that made it
it
so
had
you no
nothing to do
longer
with that.
two
People
shot.
just learned how
Yeah.
to wall off, and now adepts don't do as much damage as they used to.
Yeah, exactly. But you see a stasis ward coming down at the front. This actually could. Ooh, Oracle getting chased away.
This
Revelation.
Oracle could be the death of all of these Marines. Oh, no, but a single Marine takes the hit.
That's got to be a weird feeling. You've got this weird, I don't know, revelation. I don't know how you'd feel that. And then you get trapped in this bubble of stasis ward.
You know, this Marine actually, it does an even better job of what it wants to do by being here in the stasis, because it's like, in case Semper was busy planting out some buildings and didn't catch anything, he just gets vision of his opponent's army for an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wonder if that Marine knew what was going on as it was in that stasis ward. I hope not, because that's...
Is it like in a coma, or is it just like lying awake but unable to move?
Exactly, like it's just paralyzed
That's
there,
a
but it can
phobia
see.
for a lot of people, man.
Yeah, a valid one at that. That's a lot of Protoss.
Yeah. But we are going to be seeing the massive medevac load up coming out from Semper, all going in the same direction, which is sort of interesting. And we might actually be seeing a move out, at least from some of the stalkers over here for Neeb.
Yeah, Neeb is going to be having that blink finished up, as well as the warp prism.
Oh, this could be a really, really weird spot where the medevacs are all coming in at the same time and they just barely pass outside of each other's vision range. But Neeb is actually retreating back with those stalkers, saying, you know what, actually the warp prism is enough. I feel okay with that. Did he scan? No,
Yeah,
not scan.
what did he see that made him move back there? That was maybe just poking out, checking for any scouting Marines.
Yeah.
We do see the scan from Semper coming down. Oh, big blink forward, actually. Going to snipe down a couple units.
Yeah, might be able to snipe off a couple more as these units are having a bit of trouble making their way back across. The warp prism is actually greeted by a single cyclone. That safety cyclone, tasteless.
That safety cyclone making him feel so safe and snuggly. Just great.
It's a safety blanket, man.
It is. Just wrapped up all nice there in his little
wrap you up in missiles.
120 HP cyclone sweater.
Oh, this drop may actually scout out the warp prism, which will be kind of cool, and that will give Semper a little bit more of an opportunity to defend from the angle he wants to.
Yeah, we do see a relatively quick Ghost Academy coming down from Semper, but 4 Widow Mines in the middle of the map actually getting picked off for free. Sorry, 3.
Did the Observer die? No, the Observer was just a little bit further ahead. There's so many Observers also. I feel like, for some reason, if I actually just jumped into this game, if I was walking by and I saw this game, I would be like, did Neeb lose like all of his observers last game? Did he just repeatedly lose like 12 observers? Because he's made a lot of them this game.
Yeah, he's going full pig baby right now. Building just so many observers. Oh, we do see one of them getting picked off right there.
There we go. This is the beginning.
Yeah, nice scan from Semper.
But we do end up having a big load up, and actually this is going to really put Neeb out of position because there is a potential for the drop at the top to also move into that 4th location. Meanwhile, the main base, very vulnerable. Only Photon Overcharge is really available. Time Warp also being thrown down. The Mothership Core is totally out of energy, but there could be a very easy pickup over here from Semper to leave.
Yeah, and even getting that Mothership Core, not quite, just at 1 HP it looks like.
He also gets that 4th expansion canceled and is also going to get out of there with a good chunk of the units. One of the medevacs sitting at next to no health.
That poor Marine again getting stasis warded, watching his own death. No, guys, wait. Pick me up.
Please.
Oh, wow.
Blink was used though. This is a stalker. Cute. Didn't realize that there were 2 of them though, unfortunately.
Yes.
Despite all of those observers.
Yeah, this is
this is the beginning. This is the origin story of Pig Baby.
Yes, we'll find out. I don't remember what Pig Baby looked like. As far as I could tell, it's Neeb.
Must have been. Oh, that is a nice Stacy drop. Trapping the Widow Mines as well as the Ghost. That is a very high value one, and we will not end up seeing any EMPs throwing down on those High Templars.
Yeah, that's actually a really big deal considering the fact that there are those High Templars. Semper needs to hold that position until the Stasis Ward expires. He does not want to lose those Ghosts, but blinking forward is Neeb.
Yeah, he could actually, I was going to say, maybe even throw down in some feedbacks and prepare to throw feedbacks down as soon as the Stasis Trap expires, but no, we see the Ghost getting a nice EMP off on a couple of the units and managing to get out with a decent chunk of them.
You know what? That's something I haven't seen in a long time is feedback. on Ghosts.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as common anymore in the TVP matchup. Oh, wow, catching a Templar out of position. Big Storm, though.
When you can get storms like that, who cares about feedback? But here we go. This army is stimmed to death on top of the storm that it laid down earlier. If there was one more High Templar inside the main base, there is a High Templar in the main base, but it's not going to get to the army in time.
No, it's not. That Ghost does get left behind, though. But,
moving
Lynx,
at the top.
So close. Those medevacs have so little HP.
Oh, these Marines and Marauders going to be able to kill off a couple of these workers at the same time. There is the drop on the right-hand side of the map. Harassment coming out from both of these players. 9 workers and 15 workers killed so far, and more going down. This army is actually, it really needs to look into free public healthcare in Canada now that we're here.
Yeah, it should really invest in that. Semper, you're Canadian. What are you doing?
Oh, man. I don't know if they don't have it in Quebec or something, but these units are all going to go down, but not before they eliminate 23 workers total. And Semper still has 50 to 60-ish army supply. He needs to make sure he has enough to defend against a big counterattack, because that, again, is the big scare.
Yeah, I would really like to see Neeb just push across the map and see what he can do. He does have that 25-30 army supply lead.
But does he realize that he's trying to pick off whatever units he can as he moves across the map? He wants to make sure there's not going to be some big counterattack, as he does also have 2 High Templar. That's actually not very many High Templar. In fact, one of these High Templar doesn't even have enough energy for Storm. It isn't going to have enough energy for at least another 20-ish seconds.
Yeah, but with ground armor level 3 almost finished and very few Liberators on the map, this could do a lot of damage.
Some pretty good EMPs going down, eliminating the Archon immediately, but not going to be able to eliminate that Storm. Storm going down, not hitting the massive number of units, but it just seems like Semper may not have enough at home unless he can get some of his production rallied through, but it's just way too much right now.
Neeb looking to move on into the grand finals, taking a big army supply lead, looking to go and get that rematch against Masa. Almost about to do it.
Oh, he is definitely looking to do it right now. He even has a warp prism sitting on the right-hand side. He could easily warp in and reinforce this army. He could make an Archon. He could dance his units, but he's not going to need to. He's moving on, and he is going to face off against Masa once again in the grand finals.
What a play from Neeb in that series. Really good play from both, if we're being honest. A lot of multitask, a lot of harass. Semper, pretty mannered guy, coming over, shaking hands. Like to see that. That's nice.
Yeah, always good to see the players getting along and everything. But, of course, I do want to give a huge congratulations to Semper on making it as far as he did. I mean, the dark horse of the tournament, still going to be walking away with a grand total prize of $375. And you know what? That's still a lot of burritos.
That is quite a few burritos. Canadian burritos
Canadian burritos at that. I guess, I don't know, do you put poutine in Canadian burritos?
They just come with free healthcare.
They just come free healthcare. He could definitely use it on some of those Marines and Marauders. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the winner of that series. We still have the grand finals coming up. And I want to remind you guys, of course, that while you guys are watching this, and we are going to be hopping to, I think, a break in a little bit, but before that, I want to remind you guys that during that break, we will be able to take a look at some of the awesome things that are happening over on that Indiegogo page. If you guys actually go into the Twitch chat, you check out the Moobot link that's being posted for the Indiegogo page, or if you don't want to do that, you can just Google Kings of the North, StarCraft Indiegogo. You'll find it as probably the first result. And you can see that there is a prize pool upgrade that will actually be hit at 2,000 Canadian dollars. We're sitting at 1,640 Canadian dollars. If we can get that over to $2,000 by the end of the broadcast, that would be freaking awesome. We'd add $500 to the prize pool, pay for a lot of production costs, and I think just generally be overall happier. But of course, there is another thank you that goes out to Corsair Gaming, a really great organization that, of course, makes a lot of this stuff very much possible for Kings of the North.
Absolutely, and we are just waiting on an interview with the winner of that last game, that last series.
Neeb, of course, again, going to be going on to face off versus Masa, which I think is going to be really cool. He's going to be starting down, by the way, 0-1 in a best-of-7 series. So, of course, effectively for Masa, he thinks of it as a best of 5, where he just has to win 3 games. He doesn't have to win 4. And he can actually give up 3 games.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Did show some cheesy builds, so we'll see if he does that again.
We'll see if he revealed all of his cards on that. That's actually a really good point. But ladies and gentlemen, we're heading over to the interview with Neeb. We'll see you guys there.
What an idiot. We're here. Hey. Security. All right. Thanks, Massa. That's our grand finalist over there, walking through the shot, and we're sitting here with Neeb, who will be meeting up with Massa in the grand finals. Neeb, you lost Massa. Neeb, you lost to Massa earlier, and you're about to play him again. How do you feel going into it? Do you feel beating Semper gave you some divine insight on how to beat Massa again, or how are you feeling?
I think I feel just as bad as I did before, so I don't think I can.
It's an excellent mindset going into it. Talking a bit about this game, what was your strategy going into this playing against Semper versus you just played a PvT against Massa? What did you adapt to Semper's specific playstyle?
I kind of wanted to do different builds so that Semper wouldn't know exactly how to respond, but I don't have many builds, so I kind of did the same things.
Okay, Jake, you got anything for Neeb?
Sure. I want to ask one question. How do you feel knowing that Protoss is slightly better than Terran in the meta right now? How do you feel that is going to help you in PvT against Massa?
I don't think that's true.
Oh,
No. Only on maps like Pry and Terraces where it's super Protoss favorites, but other than that, Terran's really good.
That's our grand finalist, Neeb. You'll be seeing him play against Massa, but coming up next, we've got something extra exciting. It's what you've all been waiting for. It's the grand finals of StarCraft Jeopardy. We'll go to that, and following that, it will be the grand finals of Kings in the North. Stay tuned.